Flying alone with a toddler can definitely, I think, for a lot of folks, feel like a daunting task. I know it was a daunting task when I first started doing it, and honestly, it still sometimes is daunting. But I don't want you to stop traveling. And so, what I want to do is I want to share with you some of the lessons I have learned about what to pack on the flight that has made my life a little bit easier. Sometimes I've learned these lessons the hard way, so I'm hoping by sharing that information, you don't have to learn it the hard way like I did. Hopefully that means that you get the opportunity to keep traveling. Let me show you the thing that I feel like has saved my sanity on the last few flights that we have taken. This airline pocket. So it's really simple, but what it does is it slips over the what's that thing called? The tray, slips over the tray and sort of creates an additional seat back pocket for you. But what I like about it is it has a lot more pockets, like a lot more organization that you can have there. And I can preload this and stick it in my bag and then boom, put it up because sometimes the seat back pocket is not very useful, right? It's really tight, so you can't put a lot in there. I've done it where, the snacks are kind of falling, it's a mess. And so this has been an absolute lifesaver. A bonus too is that this then covers the top part actually covers the seat, the tray. So then you can kind of, it's like a little bit cleaner. So I load this up before I leave. I put that in my diaper bag. And then as soon as I get on the flight, I put it onto the seat back pocket. I put it on the tray. And then, we're ready. We have all our stuff there. Here is the airplane pocket all loaded up. When I put it into my diaper bag, I'll fold it over like this and kind of make it so nothing falls out. So here are two favorite activities for my little one. This is just a book that she really likes, but I like this one because it's one of those, it's called Indestructibles. So it's very sturdy, but it's also really lightweight. This is a current favorite toy of my daughter's. What it does is it comes with this like little pen thing. So you just load up the pen with some water. I've preloaded it so I don't have to do it on the flight, but I didn't load it all the way because I feel like it would, with the cabin pressure change. So pro tip there, don't load it all the way. And then it's really cute because it's like coloring, but without the mess because you just put water and then it starts to kind of change the colors of that. I actually really enjoy doing it. I'm not going to lie. So I like to bring this because it's small. It's not too messy. And, if it does spill, it's just water. Here are two other toys that I like to bring. So this one is just a little popper that she likes to pop. And then it has a suction cup and you can stick it to the plane window and it like spins and she just has a ball with this. And I actually just like leave it up the whole flight. I also like to put one little cuddly friend in there. My daughter never even used Binkies, but she just loves this. She just loves this toy. But it wouldn't be the end of the world if it got lost and it's nice and small. So if she wants something to cuddle, she has something. I like to bring boogie wipes. I've never regretted bringing wipes, so pack some wipes. I like to also bring a white noise machine. The plane does make a bunch of white noise, but what I usually do is if she falls asleep, then I'll put this on right next to her, just like right in the car seat. So others can't hear it, but for her, it can kind of drown out any over the announcements that they make. So this is helpful. I think it's even more helpful for when we're in the airport and if she's taking a nap in her stroller, then I can put this to, again, drown out some noise. Let's talk snacks, one of your most important tools. I think they're important, number one, for kind of like the entertainment value. Number two, they can help for ear pressure during takeoff and landing. And then also, I think on travel days, sometimes her like eating schedule is just different. So maybe she's not eating a lot and I could have to make up for it with some snacks on the plane or something like that. So it's good to have some food on the plane. So what I have done is I actually use this old container we used to use to send formula for daycare. And what's nice is you have 3 different compartments and then a little top here. So you can, pour it out, keeps it nice and organized. You have a lot of variety without taking up a lot of space. I've tried bringing on, like individual pieces. And then again, it's just making a mess. Through much trial and error, I have figured out what are the 3 snacks that are perfect for my daughter to put into her little snack container. Your kid might be different, but I'll share with you what kind of works for us, and maybe that's also what's going to work for you. So the first is one that's a little bit heavier, and I know that she likes. I pack a puff variety because even if she's not that hungry, she could still have room for the puffs, and it might be more of an activity than a snack per se. And then always some form of yogurt melts, because these you kind of have to like suck on them. So I always give these to her during takeoff and landing so that we don't have to worry about the ear pressure there. I really like these ones. If you haven't seen them, they're I mean excessively expensive but delicious. And then honestly, like I end up eating them myself. I wish they weren't that tasty because like I said, they are a little bit expensive, but I really like them. So I also like to bring a sippy cup. I usually don't load it up with water or milk or anything before we get to the airport. I wait till we get past security. I find one of those refillable water bottle stations, and then I fill it up with water. Okay, let's talk electronics. We don't actually do a lot of screen time at home. I'm not anti-screen time. I just, I don't get a lot of time with my daughter. She goes to daycare. And so when she is home, I usually just like want to be doing other things. But we're not anti-screen time, but I'm pro screen time when it comes to the flights because it works really well for my daughter. We have an Amazon, look at that. You can see me recording. That's cool. Okay. So we have an Amazon Fire tablet. It's nothing fancy. You can download some shows. So I just downloaded, I think maybe 8 episodes of different shows that I know that she likes that are available on Amazon Prime. But one thing I want to note is that I actually attached, this is like a little tether, an adjustable tether, so you can take it off. I attached this because different flights or different airplanes are going to have different setups that might make it more difficult or easier for you to set up a tablet for your kids. So I like to have this on there because I can actually hang it on like the seat or hang it on, attach it to something so that I don't have to put it in her hands, because if she's holding it, she's pressing the screen the whole time and it keeps pausing. And then she's angry that it's paused and then she yells at me. So, so if you want to bring a tablet and it has a hook like this, I recommend adding some sort of tether. I got these kids Bluetooth headphones that I actually really, really love because they have those like really big ones, which I don't know, it just feels like it's a lot to carry around, right? And then these ones, they're not earbuds, they just sit on top of the ear. So they don't go in her ear, which I wouldn't feel comfortable doing. And because they're marketed for kids, they don't go past a certain volume. I think that's supposed to be good for their hearing. The first time I brought the tablet on a flight, I thought we don't really need the sound. She'll just like look at the screen and be entertained. And that did not work. So I do recommend, I mean, maybe your kid is different. Sometimes, that is enough, but I would recommend at least having the headphones as backup in case your kid is like mine. I like to keep a little bag of medicines all together. There's stuff for me and for my daughter in here. So let me show you what I keep inside of here. For actual medicine for my daughter, I have both acetaminophen and ibuprofen, also known as Tylenol and Advil, but neither of these are those brand names. This one is actually like a single dose of Tylenol. And then for ibuprofen, I get the infant one because it's just a smaller bottle. And then I always put it inside a plastic baggie because it's just like sticky. I was so glad I had this on our last trip because she got sick and I had this at the ready. I could give it to her right away. And then, later we went to a pharmacy and were able to get her, a full bottle. Both of these are kind of natural homeopathic medicines, but I really like it. So this is they're called soothing tablets. They have chamomile and marigold extract. So I always give her these before we go on a flight. What's great is they're actually like little tablets. They dissolve really quickly. So my daughter thinks these are great. So I always give her these like little soothing tablets before we get on, just like a little bit of chamomile to relax. I also bring these oral pain relief, like natural homeopathic medicine that's supposed to help if they're having teething pain. Of course, like teething always happens at the most inconvenient time. So obviously it's when we're on a trip. So I always carry these just in case she ends up needing them. I also just bring a little bit of diaper cream. It really is like a little bit. Look how small that is. But we don't put diaper rash cream or anything on every single diaper change, but we just reserve it for if she has a rash. So this is, again, just enough to, if she does get a rash, that we have it on hand. I also bring medicine for myself, ibuprofen and some acetaminophen as well. And then I have a little sensitive tummy. So I bring some Pepto and some Imodium. And I don't know if I need to give into more details about those, but always good to have them just in case. I also like to bring a plastic bag. I never know what I'm going to use it for, but I always end up using it for something. So this is the diaper bag that I actually use day to day. And when I fly, it sort of becomes a diaper bag within a larger diaper bag. So when I'm on the plane, if we need to go to the bathroom, I need to do a diaper change, I just grab this, I grab her, and we're on our way. This has just up at the front, I can put my wallet and my phone right there. And then in here, I have a changing pad, a really thin pack of wipes. I think this has 10 wipes. And then I have 2 diapers here. I wish I were cool enough to have mastered a standing diaper change, so then I don't have to bring the changing pad anymore, but alas, I'm not that cool. What I like about this is that it is like I can just keep it out in front of me. It's all right there, right? So I can just open, it opens up nice and wide, so it just makes my life easier. What I also enjoy is that it has clip here. So sometimes I clip it to the stroller. I do keep extra diapers and wipes in the main diaper bag. Our flight tomorrow is only 3 hours. So in total, I have 5 diapers. I think that should be plenty. She usually uses 7 in a day. So that should be fine. And then, extra wipes are always helpful because the little wipes that I keep in here, it is quite small. So those could run out. So it's good to have these wipes in there as well. I keep this little bag of electronics for travel in my diaper bag with me. It has all of the cords and things. It has the stuff for her monitor. It has for, my phone and, the tablet and things like that. I probably won't need those, but I do like to have a phone charger close by in case of like some emergency. And so I usually put this in my diaper bag. So let's go ahead and load up the diaper bag. This is what I have been using for a travel, like on the plane diaper bag. It's not marketed as a diaper bag. I just saw it on Amazon. It had a lot of pockets and I thought that would be helpful. Airplane pocket, tablet, plastic bag, fully charged sound machine, charging cords, extra outfit because babies, cuddly friend. And last but not least, a mini diaper bag. And we're ready. You know what I didn't show you because I almost always forget, and I don't want you to forget. Pack a snack for yourself. Hopefully I have shared a useful tip, trick, or insight during this video. I guess I must have because you're still here watching it, right? And so I appreciate you for doing that. If I did share something useful for you, go ahead, put that like button for me. And then if you have other tips that you want to share or questions that you have, put them in the comments below. I always love to read other people's tips and tricks. Thanks, y'all.